Hello and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us, and if not, then welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing something quite exciting and starting the first episode of my new series, and this series is going to be that every home is a different shape in The Sims 4. Today I'm going to be starting with circle. Don't ask me why, it was just screaming my name. But for future videos, you guys can vote using the YouTube post section or just by commenting down below, and I will see which one seems to be in favour that week. I hope you like this concept, and let's get into the video. Also, my Greg's Ice Latte just came. Should we see if it's good? Is good. So I'm going to be building on this big 64 by 64 lot in Brindleton Bay. This is something that I had seen Dr. Ashley do to lay out all of her homes when she did the building every house is a different number challenge. So I thought that was a really cool idea, so I decided to do the same thing for this one so that we can get all the houses in one place. So credits to her. But we're going to start in probably the top left corner here. My UI is still messed up because I have not updated my mods. Please just ignore it. Just ignore it. We can't see it. It's not there. Okay, so we're going to start by actually building the circle house. Okay, so here we are. We have our circle shape. I'm not sure if the size is good or not, but I feel like depending on how many shapes we want to do, this is probably a good size right now. I'm also wondering if we should decorate the exterior as well. What do we think? That might be kind of fun. Let's start by creating the overall floor plan because I feel like that's going to be the hardest part about this. So I feel like we would benefit from having some sort of hallway to actually divide these rooms. Now we could possibly make this a little bit longer, and that gives us a little bit more space to work with up here. We'd have this room be some sort of living space. I feel like that would make sense to walk in and immediately be met by the living space. Up here, if we decide to make this a little bit larger and maybe up to around here, we could definitely get away with putting some sort of bathroom up here. We could even have the bathroom be just a little bit larger like so. We then also have this space, which I'm wondering if I maybe want to make this a living space and this the kitchen space now that I'm looking at it. We also need room for a bedroom, so I'm thinking this could be a bedroom and this could also be a bedroom. Now that I'm looking at it, this space is definitely large enough for it to be a kitchen and dining, so I think that's what we'll go with. So currently we have the living space, the kitchen, the dining, the hallway / entranceway, the bathroom, a bedroom, and a second bedroom. Honestly, I don't think this floor plan is too bad considering it is a circle. Let's pop in some windows and doors and help us get our bearings a little bit. Please don't ask me about these walls. I don't know. I don't know. They're just doing what they want to do, and I'm okay with that. Okay, we need doors that are going to fit well on rounded rooms. So let's see what we've got. So from what I can see, it seems to fit really well on each tile, but not in the middle, which it doesn't seem to have around the rest of the building, which is really annoying. I think it is something to do with these walls. So I might have to settle by putting the doors slightly to one of the sides. Hopefully we can still make it work and make it look nice. This might be a super basic option, but it definitely works as a front door. I'm wondering if we could fit in some sort of platforms around this place. Use this one here. Definitely. This does give us something to work with, I suppose. Okay, for this top area, we probably want some sort of circular roof. That would make the most sense. Pat on the back, Hannah. So do we just go full-blown normal looking circle? I mean, that seems to be the challenge, so it's not super crazy. I don't know why I made it out that it was. It's looking a little bit like Hagrid's hut. I think we should make this some sort of cottage / hut based on the exterior because I could definitely see that working. This is the thing. This looks exactly like Hagrid's hut. I feel like we should just deal with what we've got and just go full blown out. In which case, do you think we could fit a nicer door here that's not going to clip really weirdly? This one actually works really well on rounded walls, so I feel like we could definitely pop this one in. I don't know what color scheme we're going for just now, but at the moment, this seems like it's gonna work. We can place in windows from the interior just to make it easier, because otherwise we're gonna have to shuffle them about a lot. I like the idea of a more whimsical vibe. I'm using these ones from the Realm of Magic just now. I'm trying to work out if these would work all the way around, but I think that they might, except for it seems to be the bathroom, but we could definitely pop one just there. We could have a few in the bedroom, and then we could have maybe 2 in this bedroom. It now looks like this, which I think looks pretty sweet. We can also add something nice for the wallpaper. Do we want dark vibes, or, oh, this might be an issue, do you think? Do we want a dark vibe by any chance? Also, you can probably see that this is an issue at the moment. Don't worry, I am going to fix it. If we just put in columns, then that will completely cover that whole issue, and it still looks really cute. I also feel like in this space we could probably put some sort of like little hanging light. I still don't know how I'm working through this menu. I really like this little lantern. This is from the Life or Death pack. It is super, super cute. We could definitely pop this on the front. Like, something like this isn't gonna work. Something with tiling probably also isn't gonna work. Something like this looks a little bit more natural. It depends if we think that the black blends in too much, or if we want to add some sort of color. I'll be honest, when it comes to roofs, I'm a little bit scared of color. I feel like neutral colors on roofs, they just work better. What do you think? Do you agree? If we go with black, we could definitely incorporate some other pops of blue around the place just to make it shine a little bit better. Let's go for a black trim, and then let's also do this bottom space. Oh, I really like the look of that. That's really nice. And then we can do some railing. Okay, so it's looking so cute. I'm gonna add some extra details like flowers and trees and plants and all that good stuff, and then I'll be right back.
2 hours later.
Ta-da! So this is the exterior of the home. I don't know if I went too overboard with plants, but I wanted this to look like you could place it in the middle of Hemford on Bagley and it would just look like a cute little cottage. So that's what I went for. You can let me know what you think of it. I really wish I could expand to it, but I definitely will not have room for the rest of these builds if I build it any bigger. So we're just gonna go with this for now. Based on the size of this, I feel like I'm going to be able to fit maybe 3 shapes per row, which is not too bad. Okay, now we can move on to the interior, which hopefully doesn't make us have a mental breakdown. So we'll start by putting in some lights so that we can actually see what is going on, and hopefully we can work at this floor plan together. For the rooms, like the living room and the kitchen slash dining space, I feel like we might be able to put in some kind of like open room divider, kind of like open room doors. I feel like these look a little bit better. I'm also torn between if I want to make this open. My idea currently would be to make some of the walls open like so, but I don't know if I want to keep it like this or not. But if we did this, we could have the dining table kind of here, but maybe that takes away from the privacy of the living room. We'll work it out as we go, but for now, this is what we've got. Let's start with the entranceway, because this is the first place that you're going to see it when you walk into this household. So we're going to start with the flooring. I'm probably just going to put this flooring throughout the whole house. We could go full on cottage, or we could go a little bit different. We could also just have it be a little bit more pristine looking. What do we think? I imagine that we're going to use a lot of cottage living in this build. I'm wondering if we maybe want to do something different and go for like this rustic wooden planks from the Jungle Adventure kit for right now. Okay, so as soon as you walk in, I am thinking we want to have some kind of like coat rack, some shoes, some stuff going on here to make it feel very lived in and very nice and cottagey. I'm going to keep using the word cottagey even though it doesn't even have anything to do with a cottage at all. We could definitely do the shoes clutter as well, because that just feels super realistic to me. So we could pop some of those in. I'm also thinking we could probably put in a little rug as well, because, you know, that would feel really welcoming to have something like that. I like the idea of this one, but I'm also wondering if it would look better to have a kind of welcome mat. Also, if we make it slightly slanted, it just gives the impression that like people are in and out all the time, and you know, it's a little bit messy, but it's still super cute. I'm now going to filter by cottage living just so I can get some really nice pieces of furniture, kind of like these these couches and things. This one is a little bit large, so I might go and see if we have any chairs. Actually, I really like this, and I also really like this. I'm wondering if we should maybe pop one of these in, and then we can clutter this up. This works quite well. I'm just going to put the walls down so I can actually see what I'm doing here. But let's pop a little bit of clutter up here. We can probably take off the cottage living filter right now. What kind of stuff would be in here? Who's living in here? If it's someone like Hagrid, then it's gonna be some crazy stuff in here. But this house is given more the impression of like maybe a cute little family that likes to farm. Or if we want to go whimsical, it could be a family of spellcasters. I probably won't come up with a dynamic just because this is more of a challenge video, so I feel like that will just stress me out to try and figure it out. But what I will say is that I think it's going to be a larger family that at least has children, because we have 2 bedrooms and they're pretty good sizes, so I feel like it would be a waste if not. I'm going to add this little elephant kettle. It's just so cute. We need to include it. Books, because you cannot go wrong with some books. They're just so good. I also feel like we should probably put some sort of picture up here. We could definitely have a calendar. I feel like we could definitely have a calendar. Calendar looks cute. They know what cats are. Maybe it's like, I mean, cats have been around for as long as time, so really this could be set. This could be set whenever. Although I don't know when calendars were made, to be fair. Yeah, okay. Now we can go in with some kind of wallpaper just to help set this place and make it look good. I honestly feel like the cottage living ones might be a shout. These ones are just so nice. This is the issue I seem to be dealing with right now. That every wall needs to be this now. Okay, let's just ignore all the other walls right now. The hallway looks really cute with that wallpaper, so I'm gonna keep that. And then we can put something over here, maybe possibly some like chairs, just to kind of, I don't know, give it a feeling of like that you can maybe sit in here and chill. We could put one of these little stools. I love these little stools. We have the cottage living one, which obviously will work. Do we like that? Is that too much? What do we think? I kind of like the flowery one, but I can't tell if that's just too much at once. Just heard my cat come in the room. Hello. George has decided to join us. What? What? He's a noisy boy. He always knows when I'm filming and he knows when to come in. I would like to apologize. What? He's settled down now. I think he just wanted to say hello. I'm thinking this bookshelf might work really nicely, and it has some really cute swatches. So let's go for that. And we can definitely clutter it up with a few different items. Okay, let's maybe put this on the top, and then we shall put some sort of picture here, because it's looking a little bit plain. That looks fake. Like, obviously it's fake, but I mean, like, it looks weird. Like, the actual paintings don't look like paintings. Okay, I love this painting. I use it all the time, but do you know what? If it ain't broke, if it ain't broke. Okay, I'm gonna put another rug because I'm a sucker for a rug and we need one. It's inevitable. We need a rug. My initial thought was to put a radiator, but now I'm concerned that a radiator wouldn't make sense to be in this type of home. So I'm wondering if we should go in with some sort of fireplace instead. Maybe that's weirder because why would there be a fireplace in the hallway? But it would be really cute if your sim could sit here and get a heat from the fire as well. The little critter thing is just always a go-to. It works in like every situation. We can definitely pop that in there. We have a space, so I'm thinking big plant. Big plant will do it. There we go, and that is our hallway complete. I think it looks super cute. Now we can move on to the kitchen slash dining space. Okay, so first of all, I feel like I'm gonna try and get rid of this wallpaper, which hopefully is not as big of an issue as I feel it might be. Or even stone might be a good shout, because stone is something that you would probably find. In a house like this at least. Okay, my only issue seems to be that this one's gonna stay the same, so do we think it's worth just making this slightly smaller so that we can possibly keep the walls different? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I think that works quite well. It is a shame that we can't have it be slightly larger, but honestly, I think it still works. We can put in some columns just so that these walls have something to make it appear a little bit nicer. Now I am gonna start with the actual kitchen space because I'm nervous to do it. So I need to make sure I can get it to fit. We do have a flat wall, which is always reassuring because I am not going to try and put a kitchen on this wall. It's not for me. It's not for me. We could add in a bit of color and go in with these cabinets. This is kind of like the color we used for the door, so I don't think it looks super crazy or out of place. I will say the top of the cabinets are a bit of a weird color, but it kind of looks a little bit better than me trying to use this one with the super light woods. I have these ones, but these seem to have very light tops, so they probably aren't ideal. I think we can get away with putting the refrigerator in the corner because it's still accessible and it means I don't need to put an awkwardly shaped square counter in there. I'm gonna go in with this one just to keep to the theme. I think it looks super cute. I kind of want to go in with some sort of blue, but I'm not sure if that's a little bit weird looking. We can definitely do the same for the stove as well because we have a matching one. These are from, I think, the Country Kitchen kit, I believe. So we could probably get away with pushing this in even further and moving the cabinets up. That is what I am going to do. Now for further down, I think I'm going to put in these cabinets, which might look a little bit silly, but I sort of feel like this is the best way to lay it out. I might struggle to put a dining space here, so I'm going to just make these maybe too wide, and then I don't need to worry about that. And you might be thinking, there's a space here. Well, that is the perfect space for me to put a bin, which I shall remember to do. I'm going to go for this one, the little wicker basket, just because it looks like it would be in a house like this. And I'm also going to put the sink over here, just so that we still have counter space over here. I also just love putting sinks in the centerpieces. I don't know why, I find it really, really nice. We're gonna go for the circular one. I feel like that works really well as well. Okay, now my initial thought would be to change this tiling, but as you've probably imagined, we have this issue where it just wants to cover all the tiling in the world. So something tells me it might not be possible. It would be really cool if we could have it be tiling. I feel like it would look a little bit better. The issue is that it drags onto the bathroom and then we can't make the bathroom match because it then drags onto this room. So that is the kind of dilemma that we're in. I even tried to like place a platform down in here, but just with the shape, it doesn't seem to want to do that. So I'm just going to place down a rug and hopefully that helps bring a little bit of separance to it. I also realised that I might have to keep the bathroom with a wooden floor because of this room, which I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, I love using this rug. I'm going to size it up using the tool mod just because I feel like it's going to look a little bit nicer if it's slightly bigger. I also wonder if I should maybe put it in front of the sink because that's probably where you'd want a rug to be, right? Not that I care too much about realism in my builds, I'm gonna be honest. I just build what I want to build, but let's just put it there. I feel like it looks good there. Okay, now we can clutter up this space. I'm so excited. Okay, let's start with a lamp. I have been loving putting lamps on counters. It looks so cute. So let's do it. We could definitely use this horse ranch one. It has a very nice rustic feel to it. So I'm definitely not opposed to doing that. We can definitely also change it to... Oh, that's perfect. That matches so perfectly. Okay, let's go in with some kitchen clutter as well. I'm thinking some clutter that's going to look really nice with the cottage feel that we have going on. I'll show you some of my favorite stuff to clutter up cottages with. I love using the little pot, the little teapot. It is so cute. I'm gonna use maybe this one just to bring a little bit of brightness. I also love these guys. Both of these are from the cottage living pack, which just makes so much sense because it is such a good pack. One of my all-time favorites. We can also add in the cutlery because why not? It just works really well. And I'm going to leave this one over here blank just so that we still have a really good amount of counter space. I'm going to dive into the Cool Kitchen kit because they have something really cool. They have these little cutting boards which are really good because they don't take up any space. So your sim should still be able to use this. And I love that so much. So I'm going to pop those there and maybe possibly put some lights just because I feel like it's looking a little bit dark. We can also put these books on top of the fridge. It's such a cute little detail, especially when you don't have any space left from cluttering. Okay, I'm thinking little lights. So I did find these ones, which when they're sized down, they look so incredibly cute. So I'm going to pop those in. This kitchen's definitely not going to struggle with light because we have a whole lot going on. So I think that works really nicely. I think on this wall over here, I'm going to add some aprons because why not? Also, I know that the UI is messed up, but I love that they've changed these because now I can clearly decipher between the study space and the dining room space. I think it was maybe Lil Simsy that once said, like, do you not always think that the dining space is like a PC on top of is like a computer on top of a desk, and I always did think that. So if she had any part in them changing this, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna put in my old trusted little, no I'm not because it doesn't give the vibes, it doesn't give the vibes. Okay, I'm gonna pop in this. It just looks cute and I want to include it. We don't need a reason for everything, okay? Some things just work. And this is one of those things. Is it just me that can never find anything even though I play this game like for 7 hours a day? Okay, it's not that much, but it's a lot. Where is the apron? I will find you. There we go. We got the aprons in. It's looking so, so cute. Okay, I'm going to get started on the little dining space over here just to make sure that we have enough room to do it. So starting with a table, so we could go for a smaller kind of table and this could definitely be enough room for 3 Sims, which I think is the amount that will probably be living in here. Or we could go for something slightly bigger which should fit 4 Sims. This is kind of a nice table and we could definitely fit 4 seats around it. I love the cottage living seats. They are just who die for. Look at them. I don't have a bad word to say, except for I wish that this like wood swatch was slightly darker, but that's my own fault. I could use these ones actually. Do they go though? They might not go quite well. Do you know what? I'm okay with mixing wood swatches. I'm fine with it. I'm good. Let's put a plant on the table because I love me a plant. Recently, this has been one of my favorite plants, but I don't know if it gives cottage, although it does look really, really nice right here. And we of course need a rug because what is life without a rug? It's not worth it. That's what I think. Okay, now we definitely do have some space over here, which means we could put some stools in. I'm not too sure if a stool here would be accessible is my only issue, but we could add it in for the vibes anyway. Okay, I think we're probably only going to be able to fit one because otherwise it does seem to awkwardly sit unless we want to move these slightly forward, which isn't a problem to me. Yeah, okay, we'll do that, and then we can put some sort of painting if we have one here. We could put another window, but I kind of like the trellis being on the back, so let's go in with a picture of some kind. I love adding pictures, but I also dread it because once I've used my typical free photos that I always use, I'm a bit like, okay, now what? So yeah, it gets, sometimes I feel like it can get repetitive or just difficult, but hopefully That doesn't look too bad. This does look kind of small. Oh, actually, I like this one. This one's really cute. What do we think? Should we do like just typical kind of like this? I know that I think these are supposed to sit like in the middle of the window, but I never do that for some reason. Like they're supposed to sit here, but I don't know. Something about it just, I just never do it. Okay, so this is our dining slash kitchen space and it is all finished. I love how that turned out. Now let's move on to our living space. Now we do have slightly more room to work with because we had some issues with the walls, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain because I really like that we have a big space now. I think the TV should go here. If we do a little bit of reworking, we can make this we can make this work. Perfect. If we put something here. I'm saying a TV. I don't actually know if they'd have a TV, but they're getting a TV. This is cute, but absolutely massive. If we size it down, I'm just a bit concerned that it might look bad. We could definitely use the tool mod and sink it into the wall a little bit more. And then just raise it. I don't think that looks bad. I kind of like that. Okay, let's go for this and let's put in a sofa. Okay, I know that we have a lot of options for sofas, but trying to find one that's gonna fit nicely here might be a little bit of a challenge. Although one of the ones that really comes to mind is the kind of boho style one that we got with high school years. I know that you know what one I'm thinking about right now. As summers, just no items like that. So the one I am thinking of, if I can find it, is this one. I just feel like these ones are so cute. And also we could fit two in an L shape and it doesn't even look that bad. Oh, yes. I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay, we have black, which surprisingly goes really, really nicely. Do you think we could get away with a kind of darker vibe in here? And then we could go for some sort of maybe circular table just to take away from the square that we have going on. And also it may look good because we're in a circular room. So I don't know how it works. I don't study that kind of stuff, but I'm sure something about it is meant to look visually appealing. Okay, we have this one, but I don't know if I'm vibing with it. These ones are cute, but a little bit too like modern. That one would need size down, which then I'm like, eh. Oh, okay. I know that this is tiny, but if we put two like right next to each other as a kind of, you know, two-piece set, does this look kind of cute? Or I'm also thinking if we want to go for a circular rug, that might also help with the shaping. This one is a personal favorite. Since we got it, I have been in love. And that green swatch literally matches perfectly with the wallpaper. So I think it's a yes. In the corner, we're definitely going to need some sort of accent table with a lamp because we need to have a lamp. I like this one from For Rent, but I'm concerned it doesn't match the vibe. Although it doesn't look bad. Maybe we could take the same lamp as in here just for a bit of like cohesiveness. And yeah, I'm going to be honest, I kind of like this being open. I don't know why you would want it to be, but I like it, so I'm gonna keep it. Coffee just came out my nose. No, it didn't, but it definitely felt like it did. Okay, where's the thing I'm looking for? This is a base game item, and ever since I have found this, I have not shut up about it. I never knew it existed. I don't know if it's new or if I just had never seen it before, but I love it. And for this build, it works perfectly. So we're gonna include it. I don't need a reason. I just gave you a reason. I also want one of those things that sit in the corner, but for some reason, the only one I remember the name of is the one from Cats and Dogs. I never remember the base game ones for some reason. Okay, here we go. Let's pop this one in the corner. And I am loving this room already. I'm gonna put some curtains in. I'm gonna do some different ones just because I feel like we have more of like a different dynamic going on in here. So let's see what curtains we like the look of. Okay, I'm thinking maybe we could go for just something basic, but I don't know exactly what thing to go for. These are some really good ones. I love the way these look. Maybe if we have... Oh, a lighter swatch. Yes, I think they look so good. I also, from looking at it, feel like I want to put these a little bit further forward. I don't know why. It looks better, I feel like. And we can also set some stuff on top of here as well. Just some extra details. I love clutter, okay? I'm not gonna not take it seriously just because this isn't a speed build. I don't work like that, you know? We're gonna add another critter basket. They can't stop us. There's too many of us. They can't stop us. Okay, let's get some... Would they have glasses back in this era? I don't know actually. I don't think I'm caught up on my like elf era. They're elves now? I don't know. I don't actually know who lives in here. Okay, I'm gonna do something. Instead of putting the TV up here like most people would expect, I'm gonna actually create a little side table and pop it up here. I feel like this might look a little bit nicer and it gives a little bit more to the space. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, kind of like this. Okay, yeah. Here we go. I love this one so much. And I'm gonna go for... Oh, I do like that swatch. But I'm probably just gonna go for the same one just to keep it the same. Also, we could go in with another one of these little like wall lamps because there seems to be issues with the lighting over here. Okay, that didn't actually seem to fix it at all. But you know, the attempt was made. I tried. Okay, so this is the living room all done. It is a bit of a weird shape and I feel like it was a struggle to try and make look good, but I actually really like how it turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But we're now going to move on to the 2 bedrooms now. So I think I'm going to start with this bedroom right here. Now, here's the issue. We might have to keep this wallpaper the same, but we could definitely have a feature wall. I'm thinking maybe this one instead of this one, but what do we think? I feel like if we put I feel like if we were to put a bed down here, this would make sense to be the feature wall. So that's what I'm gonna do. Have this really nice wallpaper from the Love Struck pack. One, I don't know, I feel like it might go with the vibes if we pop this in here. Maybe it's too modern looking, but I don't know, I kind of like it. We also have like this one, but I feel like that's probably not the vibe that we're going for. I mean, we also have this one, which is a sleigh, but probably not the vibe. I'm gonna go for this one, and I think this room is gonna be dedicated to the older people living in this house. I'm imagining that there's probably a kid in this room and 2 parents in this room. So based off of that, let's do some sort of parents' bedroom. I love this bed with my whole life, but sometimes I'm like, is this too magical for me to use? But I don't know, it's kind of speaking to me today, I can't lie. This is one of my favorite dressers to use in cottages, so I'm going to keep this over here and we can clutter it up a little bit later on. Let's go in with some end tables at the moment. So I don't think I have ever used these ones. Do they look weird? Is that the reason? I don't know. Something about them, they're very bulky. These look really nice, but something that's throwing me off is that the bed is this like kind of lighter wood tone. So do you think we should go for lighter furnishings in here? Or am I just thinking about it a little bit too deep? What's giving cottage? I kind of like these. I love when I kind of put lights above the end tables. I don't know, they just look really cute. We could go in with the white ones if we want a bit of a lighter color scheme in here. I know that we're kind of torn between the two because we have dark floor, dark walls, and then we have a light bed. Unless we want to go for the darker bed, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I think the light just feels a little bit nicer. So kind of torn between if I'd rather use this one, which I feel so bad because this one's so cute, but I don't know. I feel like I can't decide. Let's build with this one for now, and if I decide that I don't like it as much, we can swap it back in. I feel so bad. I just got rid of it. I feel it's wondering what it's done wrong now. Nothing. It's done nothing wrong. Ow! Something like this. Although I used this in my last speed build. Is that too repetitive? I don't think I don't think it is. I think it'd only be repetitive if I'd already used it in this build. I've always been a big fan of this rug. Like ever since we got it, it just looks so nice. Should we maybe go in with this one? We have one with like an orange trim and one with a grey trim. The orange trim's kind of nice. I kind of like that one. And then down here, I know that this lighting won't change regardless, but I'm thinking if we do a standing light, it might look a little bit nicer. I love this one. I know it's huge and it's a little bit arrogant how huge it is, but it's also a really pretty lamp, so I feel like we can't complain. I do have some space over here, so what do we think we could incorporate? We already have our dresser, so we don't need to worry about that. Maybe some sort of chair, just so if the Sims want to sit down in here, they can. I love these cozy ones. Okay, I'm gonna pop this over here and put the chair under this lamp, and then I'm gonna put the other one like here. And then it means if the two Sims want to just sit in here and chat, they have that option. Okay, we still have the side tables to clutter up, so let's get that done just now. What are we thinking for here? Maybe we could have this, like, so it's some like sacred medicines. It's a little like cute bowl as well, which looks pretty good. We could have some books also. I think they look really cute, especially since we have more swatches. I feel like this is one of my favorite clutter items that I use all the time. Would it be weird to have plants in here? No, I'm gonna include them because why not? Why not? Not a care in the world utensil basket. That's kind of cute. You know, I think for builds like this, like the horse ranch pack is coming in clutch. I love it. And then we could definitely put some sort of picture up here as well. Something to just bring the space together a little bit. There's some that look so good. Like this one, again from the horse ranch pack, just works so well. So I'm going to put this in as well. That one's kind of cute, but I don't know if the black frame throws me off, although I feel like it kind of helps in drawing all the colours out. We also have a little space over here, so we could put a small one as well. I'm also going to put in a little stand-in mirror, so I might just move this over so that there's definitely enough space for your Sims to get around. But I'm thinking one of the kind of wooden stand-in ones might look really good with this space. I'm gonna take this one here from the base game. I think that it looks really cute. This is something that I don't always do, but sometimes I like to put a bin into bedrooms. I don't know why, sometimes I just think it feels a little bit more realistic. I have a bin in my room that I don't use too often, but I still have one, so I suppose it makes sense to have one. Maybe we can hide some rubbish back here. This is a little hoarding pile. Perfect. Now that is the first bedroom all complete. I think it came together really nicely. So this seems to be like it's made for two older Sims, a couple of some kind. So yeah, this looks really sweet. Now we can move on to the final bedroom, which is going to be for some sort of child. I'm not sure what age we're going for, but let's get started on it. So we're going to start with the wallpaper, which I believe I should be able to change, although it might cause issues for this room right here. So we're just going to have to keep that in mind. Because of the situation with this wall, we might be forced to keep this with a kind of stone, although we could have this be the accent wall and these two be some sort of wallpaper, just to bring in more of a kind of childish feel to it instead of it feeling very grown up and very old, or I don't know, very dark and gloomy. I feel I'm also going to put in two lights because I feel like one is just not doing the trick. I am thinking kind of like maybe a youngish child, so maybe between the ages of like 8 or something might be kind of nice. We could still go with the cottage feel though, and we could put in some wallpaper like this. It might be kind of like childish to have the little bunny wallpaper, so I feel like that might work pretty well. Now, I'm torn between if I want to put 2 beds in here or if I just want to go with 1. You guys know that I'm kind of a sucker for putting like 2 kids in one room. It's just so fun to do, and I feel like it might work with the space that we have. There's some swatches that work really well for this type of home, so I'm thinking maybe like the red and the green here, they look kind of good. Something I hate doing is making beds look too predictable, so I'm thinking what if we put one here and then also put one here? Does this look a little bit more, I don't know, uncommon? We could definitely have something like this maybe going on. And then in the corner here, there could be something that, you know, you don't really need to be able to access. Okay, this one's kind of small, so I feel like it will fit in this corner and not cause too much of an issue. I will say, building in a home that is a circle is not the easiest thing in the world. This is definitely why this is a challenge. Sometimes I'm forgetting, I'm like, wait, this is a challenge. This is supposed to be difficult. That's why I'm struggling. But you know what? It's okay. I think we're doing touch wood. Touch wood. I think we're doing pretty good right now. So let's get a light in here. Maybe a candle. I love a good candle. And then we can pop something on the wall as well. Some kind of like picture, poster, something of the kind. Maybe something like this. I love putting posters in here, like in kids' bedrooms. They just look so good. I'm also torn between if we want a desk. If so, I feel like we should go for the typewriter option because it just seems fitting. I love this desk. This desk seems like it fits really well with the vibe we have going on. Okay, if we can go for kind of like a cute looking chair, what's something that seems to work? Maybe even something like this. I know it's a bit boring, but like it looks pretty good. And then we can go in with the typewriter. And we can definitely have some cute stuff on here just so you know that it's, you know, the desk is for the kids. I imagine they do their homework here. Maybe in this time you had to do your homework on a typewriter, which I don't know if that was ever a thing, actually, but that seems pretty cool. We can do some makeup, we can do some pen and paper, even though they have a typewriter. Don't ask me about it. I don't know. Maybe they just introduced these and they don't really work very well right now. I don't know. I'm just making up my own lore, to be honest. Yes, a pillow. This is so cute. I think I'm going to go with the original swatch. That just looks so, so sweet. Some snacks. You can't go wrong with some snacks. Someone's going to be like, snacks were actually invented in 1992. Okay, we need a... That was not that long ago, 1992. I'm going to do some kind of picture up here. This is kind of cute. I don't know if it's too modern, but I kind of like the idea of having like butterflies up here. Oh, I kind of like this one. What kind of swatches do we have? This one's really cute. Okay, okay. Now we can do the end tables for this table. So we can have one on each side because this sim definitely has a little bit more space to work with. Okay, I'm going to put like a barrel here because I just like the way that one looks. And then I think for here, I'm going to put some kind of like dresser. And then that way both sims are able to use this dresser. So something that's going to work for both of them. Maybe even just something like this, although that might appear a little bit modern. We could do something like these as well, or we could even have this in the corner and put something else here. Let's go for that in the corner, and then we can have it something here as well. Maybe even like a chair. Why don't we put the really cute boho chair? Because we couldn't really use it in the living room because if I felt like it was a little bit like too much for a living space. But we can definitely use it here. If we move the door up as well, this might look a little bit better. Why did none of the cute swatches have lights on them? That is really upsetting. Why would they do that? Why would they do this? I'm gonna have to use one without lights. That's so sad. Why would they do that to us? Okay, we've got that. I think we should probably go in with some rugs. Before I forget, I'm never gonna forget, but you know, we need to go with some rugs. Maybe, oh, this green one is so cute. And then maybe we can go for one that feels a little bit more childish. Like even like this little flower might be a good one. It is a kid's room, so I think next to the bed we could have some sort of toy box. This one might look a little bit childish, but maybe they've had it for a while. We could also have like this little doll. It's a bit creepy, but you know, it's kind of cute. Maybe the purple one looks a little bit, or even this one. That looks a bit less scary. And then we could have like a big toy in the corner. I actually think I'd like to use Blarfy because Blarfy's so cute. Is it bad that Blarfy's the only one I know the name of? Maybe we should learn the rest. We have Ruffy, we have Big Puds, we have Nibbles. Oh my god. There's no way you're called Nibbles. That is so cute. Dino, that is so creative. I never would have thought of that. Drago, you're not even a dragon, are you? You're a triceratops. Um Bun Bun. Blarfy wins. Blarfy has the best name. Because these are like the same vibe, but they just work for like a kid's bedroom. I don't know. I kind of like the green ones though. I feel like these work a little bit nicer. Yeah, they look cute. They look so cute. Okay, now we need some posters on the walls. Let's see what posters they have. Oh, we could definitely go on with these. These are so cute. Maybe some little towels as well, just in case they need those. We could also have like this little calendar thing. This is so sweet. And yeah, I'm thinking something. Look at this hamster, by the way. This is so cute. Hamster. Let's put it there. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. What's your name? It doesn't have a name, but it's so cute. It's wearing a jacket. It's wearing a jacket. Okay, something cute, something cute, something cute. Something cute, but like also fun, you know? We have a pop star, definitely a bit of Harry Potter. We could have this footballer. I love using this because there's some really nice tapestries. Yeah, I think that works so nicely. I kind of wish it was red just to go with the kind of vibe we have, but do you know what? That's super cute either way. Okay, and that is us all finished with this bedroom. I love how it turned out. Now we can move on to the final room, which is this bathroom. And I'm already nervous because of this wallpaper. Like, well, what is it doing? Our choices are that we can put tiling on every wall except this one, and we could just cover it up with something, or we could just make it all this stone. But I feel like I want to have a little bit of a change from the stone, so I'm gonna see what I can do with the tiling. Let's put in this one for now. I can't change the flooring, as you're probably aware, so we're not even gonna attempt to. Now, we can put in a bath/shower combo, and we could just try and like kind of cover this wall with this. There is a window right there, which is my only concern, but no one's here. No one's, look, I mean, we're looking out to the sea. No one's gonna see us. Okay. Let's go in with a sink. I'm wanting a sink that's gonna fit with this vibe. So, something like this might kind of be perfect because that doesn't look out of place. That looks really cute. Now, my favorite toilet, if you're unaware, is actually the Eco Living one. It is actually the Tiny Living one. It's just so cute. But if we're going with this kind of like vibe, I'm unsure if I want to go, but I'm unsure if I want to use a toilet that has more of a like wooden trim. You know, for example, this one might just fit a little bit better into this build, which hurts my heart, but I feel like it makes more sense. And it also comes in a darker swatch as well, so I feel like I can't say no. Okay, we need a rug for entering this bathroom, so let's just put one of these down. The green is kind of nice. I'm a fan of that. It feels really weird to have wood on the floor. I can't lie. That wasn't on my bucket list. I can't lie, but We've got it now. A washing basket as well, because why not? You need to put your dirty laundry somewhere. Of course, the toilet roll, which I never know where to put it. Like, where would I want it to be? Maybe like here? I feel like that's too close to the wall, you know? You need to think about these things. We need toothpaste. We also need some sort of soap if we have it. This one works perfectly. And then we also need to have a mirror up here as well. We could also put one of these in. I normally put these above the toilet, but I don't even think it looks that bad here. We want the little toiletry holder for the shower. Perfect. And that is the bathroom all complete. This is how the home ended up looking. I love how this looks. I'm not even just saying that. I think it turned out like 10 times better than I could have imagined it to. I also love that we got to decorate the exterior and it looks a little bit like Hagrid's hut. I just think that that fits with the vibe that we were going for. And I think this is a good basis to work out how chaotic this series is probably going to end up. I want to say a massive thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to vote for what kind of shape you want me to do next, then please keep an eye on my YouTube post, which previously was the community tab, or just comment down below. I will be reading the comments, so I'm so happy to hear what you think. Thank you all so much. Would you live in this round home? Let me know down below. But thank you all so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!